Hey everybody, it's Skylar, and I'm back with another Trying to Conceive update. However, today's not going to be a live pregnancy test, or at least not this morning, and I'll tell you why. So yesterday, and I shouldn't even care about this, but I don't know if you saw my comment on yesterday's video where I thought that I saw a line on the test, and I very well could have seen a line on the test. I still see a line on the test even today, but when it dries out, it's totally different. It's not really valid after you read it after 10 minutes. A lot of you guys would know that because a lot of you guys are probably test takers out there. And yesterday I got this extremely hateful thread of comments started on my video, and this woman was saying that the test was stark negative and that she's taken 1 million of them and that she can't see anything, so like therefore there's no line. And I'm like, you're not here, how do you know that there's no line? The camera normally does not pick up really faint lines, and that's what it was. Like, I was squinting to see the line, but it wasn't as bad as normal. And here's the thing. So number one, the line popped up within the 10 minutes. I could see it within the 10 minutes. It was faint, but I could see it within the 10 minutes. Number two, the line was pink. Number three, the line was thick. So normally if it's an evaporation, well, not evaporation, but if it's an indentation, then it's normally pretty thin and you just see like one side of it, and the ink from the test gets stuck on like the bottom or the top, normally the bottom part of the indent line, and so it's just a little bitty sliver of a line. And so these are not like that. I had one more test, and I took that one yesterday at like 3 o'clock because I just could not resist. So I don't even have any more tests. So I'm not doing a test today, not only because I do not have any tests, but also because I really just kind of want to wait, Excuse me? What do you need? Mama can't ever have alone time in the bathroom. Anyway, so I don't really want to deal with the whole, people. Can you stop, please? Hey, can you please stop? I'm doing a video. Oh my gosh, it's both of my kids. Well, I'll come out in just a minute, okay? Push pause on there. So, I just really don't want it to be so faint that it won't even show up on camera. That just really bothered me yesterday. And I don't even know why it did, because it shouldn't have. I'm kind of learning how to, I won't even say how to not care what people think, because I still don't know how, but I've always thought about what people think because of my childhood. And if you haven't seen my childhood video, my story, go back and watch that. It will tell you why I am the way that I am, and I'm extremely sensitive. And YouTube is probably not the place for a sensitive person, but it's something that is hopefully going to teach me how to have a little bit thicker skin and to realize that my worth is not found in other people. That I don't want y'all to think that I was like, because apparently this woman just thought that I like made it up. I don't know. Excuse me, my voice is so bad. I don't want you guys to think that I just made it up yesterday, like, because you can't see it on camera. But there's plenty of other people that you'll watch that take live pregnancy tests, and they say the same thing. Oh, it's there's a line, but you can't see it on camera. I'll just test again tomorrow, and when it gets dark enough, then it's confirmed. But I was not saying yesterday that, oh, I am in fact pregnant. Like, that's not what I was saying. I was saying that I saw a line, but that does not mean that it's not an evaporation line. I mean, can't evaporation lines pop up within the 10-minute window? Of course, I don't think I've ever gotten an evaporation line. I think it's all been indent lines. Especially on these cheap first signal tests, because that's what I use since they're 88 cents and the economy is horrible right now, and my job has been shut down, and it's just absolutely horrible. But that's why I'm not taking a test today, because primarily, yes, it has something to do with, that woman yesterday, which she really discouraged me But also, it has a lot to do with the fact that it was so faint that I kind of just want to make myself wait. So I used the test that I had, and I'm not planning on going back today to get another one. I don't know. I may just wait until I start my period. Today I'm 12 days past ovulation. My anxiety is so bad. I'm 12 days past ovulation today. I did want to see if these lines popped up on camera. Of course, these tests I took out of the package because with the first signal, it doesn't matter if these are exposed to oxygen because they already are. There's no what do you call it, like little clear thing on the test window. It's just completely exposed to oxygen the whole time. So I'm touching the P part, which is gross. But I got the same exact line during the 10-minute window on the test, the second test that I took yesterday, except for it was a little bit darker. So I'm going to try to show you, but I don't know that you can see it. Let me show you the darker one. But like, there is a line. There totally is a line. I think you can see it. Maybe if you squint you can see it. Of course, you know, it's really hard for the camera to focus, but it's also hard for me to hold my hand still. So it's right there. I think you can see that line on camera. If you have taken these first signal tests quite a bit, tell me what your experience is on them. I've gotten a lot of indent lines on these. Of course, they're cheap, but, you know, I took both of them with my kids. I took them with both of my kids. Oh my gosh, I just need to go back to sleep. And when they were really positive, you can tell, like, when they're darker that they're really positive. But with my son, it was so faint at first. I think it was like 3 days past my missed period, and I had to wait the day after, and it got darker, and it was confirmation to me. But I used these tests, is my point. I used them, and they did show positive with both of my kids. But have you ever had indentation lines? Have you had evaporation lines? I don't know. You know, is it even evaporation if it shows up within the 10-minute window? And I'll also add, I don't think that I'll have a problem with this because all of you who are probably watching now are probably the people who have been really encouraging to me. Also, my daughter yesterday, we found out she has pneumonia, double pneumonia. I'll come out in just a second, hold on. And I don't know if the cough, because I was telling y'all that she had a bad cough, I don't know if the cough turned into that or she had it the whole time, but she has double pneumonia, and so I'm terrified. But anyway, what I was gonna say is, please be kind whenever you're posting your comments. If you post comments on this video, please don't say, I don't see anything, that means it's not positive, or that means there's no line. I'm not saying that it's positive. I'm saying that there's a line. What is it? You know, and it did, like I said, I did see it within the 10-minute window. So what does that mean? You know, and of course in a day or two, I may be so crazy that crazy as in wanting to know so badly that I may just go get another one, and then take it with first morning urine within the next day or two. But I think my period starts Monday, so I almost just want to wait. But I don't want everybody to think that, like, I'm nuts. Seriously, like, it really doesn't matter what anyone thinks, but it's hard for me to not be transparent. You know, I feel like a lot of us line spot, but there's a line there. Did you see the line? I mean, if you didn't see the line, fine, but that does not mean that there's not a line there, because sometimes you can't see the lines on camera, and most of the time you can't, especially when you're using an iPad to record like me, and I'm just like, I'm devastated by what the lady said yesterday, because it was so mean. Like, she kept on, and I was like, what does it matter to you, you know? But anyway, thank you for your support. Thank you for your kindness. If you're commenting kind things, thank you so much for doing that. My son's crying, so I'm gonna have to get off, but thank you for your input.